Alright, hello guys, how you doing? It's me, Arty. I just wanted to jump on and have a little chat with you guys about the horrendous Australian news section of YouTube.
6 white boomers.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern here in these news stories. The like to dislike ratio seems to skyrocket in favour towards pretty much any story that's anti-Chinese, purchasing real estate, provided it's not Chinese real estate, and triple infantis suicides. Well, violence of any kind really, but gang violence and road rage is a big hitter in the Aussie news box office. I mean, you can't argue with those numbers. Look at that, high 80s, high 90s, approaching 100%. Those are some good numbers. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't watched Australian TV, ABC, 7 News, all that kind of garbage since I last owned television, which was probably 7 years ago in my dorm at university. One thing I haven't missed about that whatsoever was the absolutely heinous boomer party that is the Australian audience of news broadcasting services. I don't know when they implemented this. I think it was when YouTube suddenly sent out a message about 8 months ago as Corona was like coming into full force. And it's always the top 5 or 6 news broadcasters that have this section filled up. And this section is always red. 6%, 12%, 40%. There's hardly anything that's over 50% like ratio. Unless it's something that promotes a boomer ideal. It is literally a boomer fest in here in the comment section. And what is absolutely disgusting about this today is the rampant misogyny and victim blaming that's going on in the comment sections under the Australian of the Year award winner Grace Tame. Firstly, just to provide a little bit of context about why she's won this award, Grace Tame was a 15-year-old mentally ill, anorexic school student who was groomed and repeatedly sexually assaulted by her 58-year-old school teacher, who went on to describe his pedophile behaviours as enviable and awesome to the public. And Grace Tame has been able to reform a heinous legal requirement that prevents victims from outing the people that sexually abuse them. A gag law that can send you to prison for speaking up about the abuse you've suffered. And granted, I'm not denying that some people do fake sexual abuse to win court cases or get custody battles won or whatever. But the absolute heinous comments from people in the comments section is totally unwarranted and phenomenal. It's embarrassing. It makes me dry reach at how disgusting some Australians can be towards women who've survived. It blows my fucking mind. And Australia is 10 years behind where it should be in this regard, especially in the media. There's always horrible, heinous, fascist, boomer mindset garbage in Australian news broadcasting anyway.
So sad! It's gonna get a gook!
Alright, I'll go to the police station with you.
What I chat about you? No.
You're fucking
Shut
scum. So when I saw this story for the first time yesterday of Grace Tame, I was like, maybe this will be the type of person that the boomers can actually get alongside with. The young people don't want to be sexually assaulted anymore and the boomers might like her. She's white, she's Australian, she's pretty, she's not an immigrant, she's definitely not Chinese, so what could possibly go wrong? Fuck, she's a woman. I've overlooked that one, haven't I? It's all downhill from here. The comment section is just a festering pile of misogynistic horse shit. It is impossible to go through without going bright red with rage. Let's have a look at some of these comments because I just can't. The amount of hatred towards this woman for supporting victims' children of sexual assault. They're mad. Everyone is so mad. All the old ass Aussie boomers are just like, Australian of the Year for being a survivor of sexual assault. Who gives a shit? Heaps of people survive sexual assault and I don't ask for an Australian of the Year. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. Australia's 2021 Victim of the Year Awards. Come on. I'm happy. Oh, fucking hell. This is heinous. I'm happy for her award, but she's not the only person who's done these things. This should have been an award for everyone that has been a victim of abuse and helped those who suffered from it, not just one person. Okay. She does not deserve to be Australian of the Year either. Okay. Fuck off. You media drones, academics, corporates have ruined this country and you won't stop. This woke nation is not a democracy anymore. It's a farce. Had we had a decent media and proper representation by elected officials, Australia today would have never been ruined by the termites who secretly hated it. Okay, Red's under the bed. What? My favourite part is his name is James Anderson. Like, James Anderson, that is the most Australian fucking... That's like when you've been sucking too hard on a green stick after splitting your A to V in the hospital and you're too fucked up to think of a name for your child. And they're like, quick, you need to sign this birth certificate. You're like, oh, call him James. All right, Mrs. Anderson, we'll call him James. James Anderson, please sign here. Fucking James Anderson says that we're all termites. I give this chick 2 in the stunning, 1 in the brave. Put her on a lie detector and see what caused this woman to lie and play victim. Are you fucking kidding?
Are you fucking kidding?
Who is this Grace Tame? How can 99% of the population have never heard of this person that just won Australian of the Year? Yeah, it's a fucking award to bring exposure to the person who deserves it. The entire reason why she's been given Australian of the Year is because behind the scenes, she's been a faceless promoter for bringing people justice in sexual assault cases. After Googling, don't get me wrong, it's tragic what happened to her. And it's great that the legal system came through, but to be named Australian of the Year for it? Really? She's not the only one that won. It went to a bunch of people. Here's Dead Set Bogan. Australian of the Year award should not exist. It's the most pointless award now, and though it's good that Grace is getting what she deserves for help, this award is just an empty award. Mate, fuck off. Congrats and bless you, Grace. Too often the victims are treated like the perpetrator. Thank you for making people aware. Laws need to be seriously looked at when it comes to DV abuse of any kind. Thank you, the only fucking nice comment I've seen in 3 pages of YouTube comments. The Year of the Ox, more like Australian of the Year just requires an impactful sob story to then provide a platform for ill-informed individuals to shout and scream about misinformation surrounding social groups. Fuck me. This guy's onto something. Stop reading the comments to avoid regret. Now I understand why Australian news channels disable their comment sections.
Because it's filled with angry, psycho, fascist, misogynistic, racist boomers.
Oh, participation awards. Is sexual harassment is common? Question mark. Just glad the bloody fireman didn't get it. Did fireman not do a great job this year or something? What's he mad about? She's a survivor of sexual assault. That would be considered legal in like 80% of countries in Europe. If we want to take child sex abuse seriously, we need to have an actual child, not someone who was borderline legal and arguably smart enough to say no. I mean, calling it grooming in that age is ridiculous. You're telling me it's impossible to groom a 15-year-old? Tony Lopez is quaking.
Thank you so much for visiting us today.
What a great role model for women. Become a victim and you win a trophy. Start collecting, girls. I honestly can't read anymore. Yeah. Whatever. Alright, I've had it. This is just one. All the other news channels are filled with this shit. Hopefully I'm not the only one who thinks those comments are fucking heinous. What the f*** is going on? They just bring me so much shame, news stories like this. Nothing makes me feel less connected to Australia in my home country. It's embarrassing. You don't have to be a woke Gen Y millennial Zoomer to support someone who looks after kids who have survived sexual assault. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Bye.